There are so many things that pop up in my mind, and for different reasons I never record, because I want to do like a visual thing where I'm sitting down talking to you. I'm at work right now, obviously I can't do that. Or I'm busy and think I'll remember and I never do. I don't have my nice microphone. Like, there's different reasons and excuses. I won't like try to lie to you about that. But my question, it's a genuine one. What is stopping you from accepting Jesus Christ? I'm not talking about the church. I don't care about the church right now. I don't care about the organizations right now. I'm not talking about any kind of, I'm not talking about any kind of abuse you may have faced or scrutiny you may have faced from a religious relative or stranger. I'm not talking about how corrupt the church is or your bad experiences that you've heard from other people. I'm not saying these are irrelevant, but that's not what we're speaking about right now. What I want to know, what's stopping you from seeking Jesus? Because there's a lot of people who don't want Jesus because what I've stated, because of other people, but will stay in toxic friend groups, but will stay and go to bad places. You don't want to see what Jesus is about for yourself, but you want to try a new drug, a new high. You want to try a new alcohol that dropped. You want to try new recipes for alcohol that's dropped. You want to go to new restaurants. You want to go visit new places. You want to go watch new porn. Like, if you close with somebody like that and they sending you porn, they sending you porn stars. Oh, you need to check this girl out. You need to check this guy out. All these things, yeah, brings pleasure, sure. Brings illness, sure. Brings temporary relief and numbness, yeah. But why don't you want to feel like whole forever? Why don't you want something that will last beyond you having to pay for it with anything material? Why you give your life to things that have temporary relief and give your life to things that honestly will never fill the void and the hole in you? If you are a Christian that goes to therapy and you take medication, great. If you are a Christian that relies solely on medication, not great. What if one day your medical gets turned off? What if one day you can't afford your medicine? Jesus isn't enough for you. It should never be that. I'm not saying, like I said, people will try and mix things up and put words where there aren't words. It's easier to lie and mix up things than to sit down and comprehend, or try to. But if you're one of those Christians and there's no more medication, everything has a lasting effect on you that will fade except for the Spirit of God, Jesus Christ, and accepting Him into your life and saving your soul. Nothing is permanent. None of the solutions of this earth is permanent. A lot of doctors give you treatment plans, and when you don't do them and a regularly routine schedule, what happens? Is there, like, I'm not sure how many cures doctors provide you with, but there's literally nothing on this like planet. That nice restaurant, okay, it could become a distant memory. What if you can't go out like to treat yourself no more? You only do it once in a while. You'll remember it, yeah, maybe a little souvenir, but you're not there eating that food. You're not there in that peaceful environment. There's no peace within you. Why do you not, like, why are you against peace within you? And yeah, you can like struggle finding a church home. There's fake people everywhere. There's fake people in your family, bro. Well, bro and sis, like, why is it okay to struggle to find good friends and be with people that will maybe cheat on you or talk bad about you or take your deepest, darkest secrets that you trusted them with and betray you? Why would you rather go searching for that when you can search for the one who will never hold any wrongdoings against you, that you can bare your heart to and actually feel peace and be relieved and not have to deal with those thoughts every single day? Why don't you deal with someone that you can give everything to at their feet, confide in, and you don't have to carry it anymore? Because life is hard. But why do you want temporary relief? You can't buy alcohol if you're broke. You could rob people and get in trouble for doing any kind of crime. Why don't you want something that's free? Someone that loves you. You could think you're not deserving of it because of what you've been through, but that's why you learn who Jesus Christ is and you know who you are in Him, who you were made to be. You don't want to live by the rules and be controlled. You are controlled by whatever you need to numb your pain. You are controlled by any kind of validation or attention you want from people. You're controlled by the feeling that you get when no one messages you, no one sees how you're doing, no one reacts to your posts, no one looks at your pictures, no one say good job for something you've accomplished, especially if you have no family to say good job to you. Why do you want to stay with that feeling endlessly? The feeling of being unseen, unappreciated. Why do you want to deal with that? Like, it's a genuine question. God is not going to make you do everything he wants you to do. He's not going to make you follow the 10 Commandments. But if you want the peace and you want the love, you want the healing, it's a relationship, a commitment. I don't know if people know what that means anymore. Why are you giving yourself away? Why are you selling yourself short, and why are you putting a value on yourself that you're willing to accept? Why do you want temporary things? That's my questions. It was supposed to be a question, but it's like one question that led to several. I believe, even if there are crappy people in the church and liars and fake Christians, I believe that there's a time and place for us to examine the fruits of the Spirit, examine the character of Jesus, and it's not that hard. You know how people do, I forgot the game. I don't know if it's I Spy, but you know, like the spot the difference games that we would play when we were younger. Look at this picture, and then look at that one. Sometimes you will have to rehearse the fruits of the Spirit and learn and remember in your heart what it is, because sometimes you don't get to have the picture side by side to compare in that game. Sometimes it's by memory. Remember what a Christian is supposed to be like, a Christ-like believer, the characteristics, how they present themselves. You may have to look into that and remember what you've learned. Other times, you can have the picture side by side. You can go into that big fancy church with the loud vocals, with the clapping loud and the dancing and the performing for attention and the horrible singing and the sermons that just uses big words but no scriptures. You can go in there and also have that picture in your mind and your hand of Jesus Christ and of the lies and the blasphemy and the BS that you were looking at. And you can see in the audience who looks like Jesus. So you don't have to be like, oh, there are too many fake people there. Oh, this and this. Stop making the excuses, because you don't make it for anything else. You make exceptions for temporary relief. You make exceptions for things that are toxic to you, your body, your mind, your spirit. So in a really deep, genuine place of questioning and wanting to understand, why haven't you chosen Jesus? And if you do need healing from any kind of trauma that you have been through from a religious person, also look into who Jesus Christ is. You can see how much he cares and loves you, and how much he doesn't want you to feel what you feel, and he's against what you've been through by people who used his name to do so. He's not happy and smiling, hey, look at these people using me as a cover-up, hey, I'm getting recognition. He don't need recognition. He's the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. He does not need anybody to use his name or his face or his message to abuse people. He's against it just as much as you are, and you never deserve what you've been through, if that's your case. If you just don't like people correcting you and helping you, then I'm not a psychologist, but you need to look into that. Like, I don't really know like what to offer, but learning about who someone truly is, accepting the love and the healing, and letting yourself accept the good things that you deserve is not bad. It's not bad at all. Healing in a way that, hey, you don't have to have like little I've been sober for this many days type of calendars for how long it's been since your hurting stopped, because it's coming back, and it's coming back with friends. It's coming back to smack you when you are down and when you're in the worst place, and it's going to lead you into a deep pit of depression and sorrow that you know you can't escape by yourself again and again. why don't you reach your hands up and just call upon the Lord in your own time. Get to know him, read the Bible, look up videos about, like Bible stories about Jesus Christ before you run into the arms of fake people, because they will be greeting you at the door. You need to know. You need to be prepared and prepare yourself to know these fake people and guard your heart. So yeah, probably the shortest video I've ever done when I put it up at work. Thankfully it's quiet and it's all good.